Alright, how y'all doing out there, Casino Hobo Land? It's the Casino Hobo. I wish you all a Merry Christmas. All the fans of the Hobo. But, just sitting here getting ready to eat some, leftover crab cakes, appetizer at the steakhouse at the Fitz last night. They're alright. They're, nothing like the Maryland crab cakes where I was born. But they're okay. A friend of mine called me. Hobo's in the middle of a video. Gotta wait for that to be done first. But these are tasty little devils for an appetizer. They're small, but of course Maryland, where the Hobo was born, got the best crab cakes in the country, bar none. We got the Chesapeake Bay. They come right out of the bay, the blue crabs, and they're outstanding. Of course, there's places that are better than others, but played a little poker last night. Bought in for $100. Lasted the Hobo about 20 minutes. Almost quit when I had $27 left. You got to get a feel. I mean, you got to feel right when you sit down that you're in. You know, playing is, being good and all that is fine and good. But you got to be lucky, too. And if you don't feel like you got the right seat, give it a break. Come back. Play another time. I mean, I don't want to be the guys being dealt pocket sixes when the guy right to my left gets pocket kings. I want to be the guy that's dealt pocket kings, whether they get beat or not. So the Hobo got knocked out of 100. Thinking about trying it again today. Let a guy bluff me last night. Yes, I did. Sometimes I play a little bit too conservative. So I got off on the wrong foot right off the bat. Stand here at Sam's. I got a nice little suite. See if I can give you a view of it some. I don't know. And there's the jacuzzi tub. That's the bathroom. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's the living room. And there with the sofa. But that's not too bad for a Hobo. You know what I mean? Hobo don't live too bad. Sitting here drinking my Pepsi, which I'm not a big soda person, but I love Coke. Sam's down. Something about their contract expired with Coke, and they moved all this Pepsi stuff in there. If you know from my past videos, I'm a pretty big water drinker. I had a couple glasses of white wine last night with dinner, which wasn't bad. I really enjoyed it, and I'm like a red wine drinker when I do drink. When the Hobo indulges. I'm not big on alcohol, period. But I drink a little bit once in a while. The funny thing is, the Hobo actually come from a family of alcoholics, but it never did anything for me. Gambling, man. That's what I love. That's why I've never been married. Married to the casino. Hobo's a casino lover. My first love. Hey. What's with this Lohan broad? I mean, they make her out like she's the only alcoholic drug addict in the country. She's on the news all the time. I don't get why they keep making her, giving her attention. They need to drop it already. She'll either wake up or she don't wake up. That's the bottom line. And most drug addicts don't wake up until it's too late. I heard there was a spotting. I don't know how reliable this is. Of the guy that ran off with my car 3 years ago. But I don't know how reliable the source is. Hey, a buddy of mine told me that Hollywood laid off 25 people or something 2 days before Christmas. Now, if that's true, you can imagine what scumbags they are. Of course, you don't know if it's true, but he's a fairly reliable source, this guy. I mean, he keeps up with stuff. But, casinos are going to rebound some, but they're never going to get back to where they were. I mean, it's just a joke. They're everywhere. Sam's is cutting out all the top shelf alcohol. I mean, all the imported beer. Now, some cuts I can understand, and that's one of them. I understand it's a business, and you have to make money. Now, if they're going to cut something, that's the area I could certainly understand. Even if I was a drunk, I would still be able to understand because I got common sense. Even though if I was a drunk, which I'm not even a big drinker at all. But the alcohol department, I can understand the casinos cutting back on. But some of the other things, I don't get it at all. I mean, I would think the object would be to have people talking about your establishment once they leave. But I don't think they get that. Unique. Something different. Say, wow, I've never seen that before. That's great, Something people are talking about. Let's give them something to talk about. But I would think that would be the object. Sitting here watching the Boston Celtics and Magic. Celtics got a 14-game winning streak on the line. I like the Celtics. They definitely disappointed me last year when they collapsed to the Lakers. I mean, that was crazy. Absolutely crazy. They had like a 13-point lead in the last game. But anyway, football's the thing I love the most, man. It's almost over. That's the drag. Got about another month of this, and it'll be history. You wait all year, 6 months. Well, you don't wait all year, but football lasts a total of about 5 months. But you wait about 7 months for it to get around, and then boom, it's over before you know it. But I got college basketball. I love college basketball. My team, of course, Maryland, ain't doing so well. They're kind of disappointing me. They played 2 ranked teams right off the bat and lost to both of them by like 9 points. But it's a good life. Hobo's a happy guy. Christmas Day. I looked out the window, saw some flurries. Couldn't believe my eyes. But very few. That's the thing I miss about the north is the snow. I can't help it. And I don't care what anybody says, there's nothing more beautiful than the snow. Nothing. Especially when it's all over the trees. That's another thing that's beautiful, is trees. But they're the nicest when they're covered with snow. The cold doesn't bother me. But the funny thing about people down here is they think, well, I'll say something about it being cold outside. They'll say something like, you're from the north. Like I'm not supposed to be cold. I mean, it's like, because I come from the north, I don't get cold. People are people. I don't give a shit if you're a cop, a fireman, a politician. You're a person. It's like a joke. People think people are like, everyday art. The greatest saying I ever heard in my entire life is, people that live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. And people are so judgmental, so hypocritical in this country. It just boggles the mind. I mean, we do forgive, but nowhere near what we should. Because we all make mistakes. And on a daily basis, probably. But I heard they're decriminalizing some weed in some states. It's like 13 of them now. The hobo's going to get on a weed kick here. I don't smoke it anymore. But I did for years. And sold it too. On and off for like 15. But I don't fool with it no more. I love my liberty too much. Hobo ain't going to jail for no shit like that. Getting too old to spend any time in jail. But that's a good thing. It's the most harmless thing I've ever seen. Doesn't even remotely come close to alcohol. Alcohol is the #1, I think, killer of any drug. It's like ridiculous. If it's not killing you physically, over the long run, it'll kill you with like in an accident. It's like ridiculous. They should legalize weed, get it over with already, and generate billions of dollars worth of tax money. There's ways they could do it without just having it all over the place. That would really, oh yeah, I wanted to tell you, that was something that Robinson, that nut on TV, surprised me with that. When he said they should decriminalize. I mean, because they're spending billions and billions of dollars. Even he said that. For tax, of the taxpayers' money for people that's just like a joke. I mean, an absolute joke. I mean, you get caught with a bud in your console, and you write a ticket and send the person on their way. Christ's sake. If anything, you're driving too slow when you're smoking weed. Half the time you go into a coma. Trance. But that would slow a lot of people down. Alcohol, you can't drive fast enough. And weed, you can't drive slow enough. We'd have a bunch of people driving around 10, 15 miles an hour, for Christ's sake. What would be wrong with that? And look at the gas you'd save. Not that I'm saying that under any condition that you drive better or do anything when you're intoxicated. The hobo would never promote that. It's just not the case. But anyway, I've done my little spiel here, my preaching spiel here today. But keep in touch. Hobo wants to wish all of you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, which I'm going to make another one before New Year's, maybe even New Year's Eve. I got a boatload of leftover food from the steakhouse last night. I got filet mignon in the refrigerator I'll warm up later. Just ate some tater skins that I had for an appetizer. Me and a friend of mine went last night. And it was pretty good. So I got a lot of stuff to munch on. I can throw in the microwave. That's the great thing about a microwave. I even got a baked potato with all the other stuff, cheese and the bacon bits and sour cream. Which I'm normally just a butter sour cream kind of guy on my baked potato. But casinos all in all treat the hobo pretty good.